God, could I just talk today? Can I just like have a sentence form out of my mouth? Mole, 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 mole. Oh shit, this is gonna be a long video. Well, grab some popcorn, folks, and get ready. Let's do this.
Like girls that like girls.
Hey guys, it's Sienna. So today we are going to be talking about everything you need to know about pole dancing because you guys have been asking me a billion questions. I am going to be answering them for you right now, okay? Over 200 questions. A lot of them are repeated, so I'm gonna answer as many as I possibly can, okay? So he11 asks, how do you not roll your ankles? That alone is impressive. Well, I must tell you that it is very difficult to dance on 8-inch stilettos, which is what I use. You get used to it. Do you practice with a pole in your apartment? No, I do not. I only go to the pole gym when I'm going to train and teach classes. I do own my own pole and I used to have it up in my apartment. I have no need for it anymore since I'm at the pole gym about 3 to 4 times a week now anyway. Does pole dancing increase your self-esteem? Asks Emily Mullen. And I responded back to you, Emily, because I was like, I couldn't even wait for this video to tell you guys how much pole dancing has increased my self-esteem. I don't even know how to explain it, but if you speak to anybody who has started pole dancing, they will most likely tell you the exact same thing, that it absolutely increases your self-confidence. I think it's because pole dancing is such an intimate sport. It kind of forces you to get in touch with your sensuality and be comfortable with your body. It's kind of like this spiritual sport. I don't know how to explain it. Unless you do it, you're probably not going to understand what the hell I'm talking about, but it really does get you in touch with your body and makes you more comfortable in your own skin, and therefore it really raises your self-esteem. Sar Ford asks, hi Sienna, what is the diameter of the poles you use in the gym? 45 millimeters. That's the size that is now pretty much standard. It's used in most competitions. However, in clubs like nightclubs and in strip clubs, most of them I think still use 50 millimeters. If you are buying your own pole, I do recommend getting a 45 millimeter because when it's smaller, it's easier for your hand to go around the whole pole and it's better grip. I highly recommend X Pole. They are the leader in pole dancing manufacturing across the world. Andrew Vivaldi asks, have you ever had any male clients take your class? And yes, honey, I have. There are a lot of male pole dancers, straight and gay. Men come into the gym. We also have 2 male instructors at our gym. Oh my God, they're like fucking insane. Like, men as pole dancers are incredible. Okay, so Shaytard's Lover 99 says, what part of your body do you work the most while pole dancing? Love you, babe. Please say I love Cassidy in your video. I will probably cry. Well, Cassidy, I love you, okay? Did you shed a tear? I hope so, girl, because shouted you out, boo-boo. It is extremely upper body intensive, but it is mostly your core. So you definitely get an all over body workout when you're doing pole dancing. It works out muscles you didn't know you had, I will say that. William Doheny asks, how often do you practice to increase and maintain your skills? When I'm training hard, I am practicing like 3 to 5 times a week. Cynthia Del Rio asks, does the big thick heels help with the pole dancing or is it just for looks? It's twofold. Yes, it is definitely for looks because if you add 8 inches to your leg line, you look like your legs are unbelievably monstrously long in a good way. It looks really, really flattering to have those super tall platform heels. It also does make a lot of tricks easier because the shoes are oftentimes made out of plastic or patent leather, which is extremely sticky and it grips to the pole. So certain tricks like climbing and anything that utilizes the feet to grip the pole makes it so much easier. However, as you get into more advanced tricks and you start doing things that involve like flips and dismounting off the pole, I actually find that it's much easier to go barefoot. More Moscow asks, for how long have you been pole dancing? Coming up on 4 years now that I've been pole dancing. Gappy It X asks, how old do you have to be? This was a really recurring question. There is no specific age requirement. I believe that it changes based on what gym you're attending, because I think most of them are going to be 18 and over. Why? Because then you don't need a parent's permission, sign up for memberships, sign waivers. So for that reason, I believe most of them are probably 18. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure every gym is different. Oh my God, I'm like butchering all these names today, but Iwelas Bates sorry, asks, do you get a lot of muscles when you're doing it? Here's the thing with pole dancing, you're only picking up your own body weight, so you never increase your muscles to the point of like a bodybuilder or something like that. Like you're not increasing the weight, you're only picking up your own weight. Your muscles grow to like a certain strong level and then they stop. Like they don't get any bigger, they just get stronger. And then usually you lose weight and then your whole body gets smaller. So I actually tend to see people get smaller when they pole dance, not bigger. I've done any other type of dancing before. Yes, I have done other types of dancing. I had ballet for 8 years. I was a gymnast until I was about 13, so I was like a level 8 gymnast. I've done hip hop classes, ballroom classes, stuff like that, just for fun. But yes, I have had prior dance training, but you don't need it to pole dance. Madison Sapita asks, does pole dancing increase flexibility? Yes, it really does, because you're doing stretches for warm up and usually after class too. The tricks that you're doing on the pole utilize your active flexibility, which means your flexibility in the air, not just your flexibility like pushing down against the floor. It does increase your flexibility. Okay, Jessica Mead says, what do you actually do when you go to your gym? Is it just freestyle in different levels, choreographed stuff? Does someone watch over the class that isn't you? So when I'm teaching, I specifically teach a choreographed pole dancing class. I'll lead a warm-up, and then for the last 35 minutes, we will do a choreographed routine. And you've seen these before because I put up those videos, so you've all seen me teaching in class. I'm doing the dance with the other girls, but that is the routine that I have choreographed. But I also teach all levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Anakin Miritz asks, how do you avoid getting bruises, and does your skin get used to the stretching? That's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. When you start pole dancing, you get bruised like a motherfucker, okay? Like your legs are going to be all bruised up because you are pulling, your skin is like pulling against the pole you stick on the pole with your skin. So it's tearing and tugging at your skin in order to stay in certain moves. Also, when you first start pole dancing, you're kind of like throwing your body. This is the pole, if you didn't realize what I'm doing here. You're kind of like throwing your body like at the pole because you don't know what you're doing yet, instead of placing, like if this is, oh my god, this is so stupid, but I'm trying to do like a pole and this is like your leg and that's your knee. So when you place your leg around the pole and you're a professional, you go out and you just place it there nice and gentle. If you're a beginner, you're gonna be like throwing, oh my god, I like hit myself in the face. You're gonna be like throwing your knee over the pole and you're gonna be smacking it against the pole, so you're bruising yourself. As you get more advanced and accustomed to the tricks, you won't bruise anymore. So it takes a couple months. Like Kelly Vaz says, hey Sienna, what made you start pole dancing? And how do you react when people associate pole dancing to stripping? Love you. Love you too, girl. This is the story of how Sienna started pole dancing. I was working as a waitress in a bar and the bar had a pole in it. It like wasn't even a real pole. It was just like a structural pole that painted gold. Every now and again, some drunk girls in the middle of the night would like jump up there and do tricks. And I was like, oh my god, like how did you learn how to do that? And they're like, oh, I took some pole dancing classes. I was like, swerve! There's pole dancing classes? Like shocked, like what do you mean they teach you how to do this in classes? Like I thought it was only in strip clubs. I googled it. There's like a bunch of pole dancing gyms like all around. It's like this whole underground society. I had no clue about it, okay? So I started taking some classes. I just got instantly hooked right away. Oh, and how do I react when people associate pole to stripping? It's funny because it's like I can't blame anybody who thinks that a pole dancer is automatically a stripper, but it's kind of like, I'm a swimmer. Are you gonna assume I'm a fish? No. Just because I can do pole dancing doesn't mean that I came out of the strip clubs, because that's not how it is anymore. Maybe back in the day, like maybe like 10-15 years ago it was like that, but nowadays I feel like pole has come more into the mainstream society, so people should be able to differentiate between a person who does pole dancing as an art form and as a sport versus someone who pole dances and strips in a strip club. When people ask me like, well, what's the difference between pole dancing and stripping? It's like, well, one's dancing on a pole and one's stripping. There's no stripping in regular pole dancing. Stripping is stripping, like you're taking off your clothes. That does not happen in pole dancing. We're not doing tricks for money. Like there's no, I'm in a classroom, like you know what I mean? I do go to events and perform my act in special events like private parties or big like corporate events, stuff like that, but nobody's throwing money at me like I charge a flat rate. There's no clothes being taken off. It's just, let me show you my athleticism. Here's my act on a pole. I mean, I think you guys all can understand the difference. Like I have never worked in a strip club before. I have never taken my clothes off for money. I have never done lap dances for money. So no, I only pole dance in a gym or in a nightclub that has a pole, but it's like a go-go dancer. You know what I mean? I've go-go danced before. Go-go dancing is just wearing a costume and dancing around to the ambiance of the music in the nightclub to get people hyped. Hopefully you guys can see the difference. XXAFA G Bella XX asks, how long were you dancing before you became an instructor, and were you already in shape before you started? It took me about 2 years to become an instructor. Yes, I was in shape before I started pole dancing because I've been an athlete my whole life and I've always been working out. When I first started, I actually lost about 15 pounds when I started pole dancing because it just worked out all sorts of muscles I wasn't used to using. Mary Azara asks, have you ever gotten a serious injury from pole dancing? I have gotten injured, but nothing serious like broken bones or falling or anything like that. I do want to show you the funniest shit ever. You know what? I'm gonna make a video for you guys of pole fails. At least 4 of my friends have had pole fails, so I'll show you that. Holly B, can you please answer this question in your next video? What do your parents think about you working the pole? So Holly, thank you for your question. My parents are very supportive. They love watching my pole dancing videos. They're always asking me to send them my latest videos or my latest performance. Yeah, I don't have any family members who are disapproving at all. If there is any kind of disapproval, they have not brought it to my attention. Carrie Kuhn asks, have you ever tried any other aerial apparatus other than pole? And what would you say is your most favorite trick to do on the pole? Well, I have tried trapeze, silks, and a little bit of lyra, which is the hoop. I don't love those apparatuses. My most favorite trick to do on the pole would probably be the twisted grip handspring. You can see this is me, and I really love it because you can showcase your strength and people just kind of go crazy over it. Ibarra asks, Sienna, is pole dancing all you do for your exercise and workout? Yes, you guys. Pole dancing is the only thing that I do to work out. I do not do anything else. Squeedo NG asks, where do you normally get your pole outfits from? Sports bras and bottoms that I get from like Ross for like $2. My girl Life of Variety asks, hey girl, do you think that pole dancing should be an Olympic sport? First of all, I must say thank you for all of your amazing compliments and support. I see you making comments all the time. Love you. Yes, why not? Why shouldn't it be a sport? Cherry Blossom Babe asks, what is the best way to start out pole dancing? And is there anything to do to prepare before pole classes? Honey, there's nothing you can do. You just need to like go in there and go take a class because there's nothing to prepare you for the sheer awesomeness and sheer pain that is pole dancing. It hurts. It hurts real bad. So just be prepared for that. But the pain goes away. Like it really does. You don't even feel the pain anymore once you get the tricks very solid. I got this question a lot too. This one's from Stella Gunati. Hey girl, should a beginner have a fit body before starting pole lessons? No. There are all different types of body types, age ranges. Anybody can do pole dancing. I have friends who are all different types of body ranges. Here's a couple of my friends you can see. You can tell they're all different types. So it really doesn't matter. There are so many different types of bodies and everyone can pole dance. Just be prepared that it will be tough on your upper body. Your arms are going to be very sore. It will build the strength over time and you'll be able to do those tricks that you want to do. You just have to stay with it. Rachel Paul says, any product you recommend for sweaty hands to increase grip? I use Dry Hands. It is my favorite grip aid because I know a lot of you have started pole classes and you're like, what the hell? You're working out, you're getting sweaty, which is good because you're like burning fat, but when you're sweaty, you can't grip the pole. So it's like, what the fuck? First of all, do not use lotion before you come to class. Then you want to keep on hand with you a rag and alcohol. I'll spray the alcohol, spray it like behind my knees, between my legs, and in my elbows, and then I'll rub it off with the rag. I also put the Dry Hands in my elbows, in between my legs, behind my knees, and on the pole itself, and it helps so much, like you're gonna thank me. Foxgirl006 6 wants to know, have you ever had a plus size girl come in for pole dancing lessons? And I got this question a ton also, and absolutely yes, like I said before, all types of bodies can do pole dancing, but there are definitely plus size girls that come in. Why? Because you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to get your sexy on. Infinite Shadow says, are you and Markiplier going to meet up again? It's really funny that you asked that because I just spoke with him today, and I do believe we're going to be doing a follow-up video. So for all of you Markiplier fans who came over from his channel, I love you guys so much. The answer is we will be doing another video together, hopefully soon. I don't know exactly when, but yeah. So Debbie in Chicago, hey, wants to know, have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction while pole dancing? No, I don't think I've particularly ever had a wardrobe malfunction during a performance because I strap these puppies in, okay? I strap them down. Keep the junk in there. No one wants to see that. Abilene DeBias says, can you pole dance when you're on your period? To me, this is like such a funny question, but I guess a lot of people do want to know that. Of course, you can do anything while you're on your period. You just, you know, use a tampon. You know how to use a tampon? Just, you know, use it, and then you should be able to do whatever you want. Miss Natkula says, how much does it cost for classes and stuff? Well, I don't know about the and stuff, but classes are anywhere from $20 to $35 a class, depending on the studio and the area. Oh, it's Panda. Hey, Panda.
Hi, Pumpkin.
I'm filming right now. You want to say hi to the subbies?
Hi, Subby.
Okay guys, so that's pretty much all of the questions that you guys asked me. There's like a shit ton of questions, and I love you guys so much. Make sure to watch. There's a dance playlist so that you can check out all the pole dancing that's on my channel. I always add dance videos into that dance playlist. So if you missed one, you can find it in there. Don't forget to please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.